Nearly 70% of adults over 60 are taking magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 every day. They believe that simply taking the right supplements is enough to protect their bones, improve sleep, and keep their heart rhythm steady. But what if it's not that simple? What if the very habit you trust is actually doing more harm than good without you realizing it? Some people take too little, never enough to truly restore a deficiency. Others take too much, causing calcium to go to the wrong places: arteries, soft tissues, even the kidneys. And the consequences, they're exactly what you fear. Bone loss continues, kidney stones, high blood pressure, even silent strokes may all begin with this harmless trio. In this video, you'll discover the right dosage for adults over 60 and the best time of day to take these supplements for maximum absorption, and 3 common mistakes that may be making your vitamins ineffective or even dangerous. Are you sure you're taking them the right way? If you've been doing everything right but still aren't seeing results, comment below, "Me too." That way, I'll know you're here with me. And stay tuned, because I'm about to share a surprisingly simple solution that you'd never expect. Most adults over 60 still rely on supplement labels that say RDA, recommended daily allowance. And if that's you, there's a good chance you've been following those numbers exactly, yet your health hasn't improved. Why? Because those numbers weren't made for people like you. They were created decades ago with one purpose only: to prevent severe deficiencies like rickets or malnutrition. They were never meant to help you sleep better, reduce joint aches, feel stronger, or age in a healthy way. But your body, after 60, changes. Your digestion weakens. Medications steal nutrients. Chronic stress builds up. And sleep becomes more fragile. Yet, you're still being told to take the same minimum dose as if your body hasn't aged a day. Take magnesium as an example. The RDA recommends just 400 milligrams for men and 310 for women. But newer studies show that these numbers only cover the bare minimum to survive. They do nothing to restore long-term deficiencies. They don't help an aging body truly recover or function at its best. In fact, most adults over 60, especially those dealing with poor sleep, muscle cramps, or blood sugar issues, may need 500 to 800 milligrams of magnesium each day. But only if it's the right form. Cheaper forms like magnesium oxide often pass straight through your system. The body absorbs magnesium glycinate or citrate much more effectively. A 2018 review in the journal Nutrients confirmed that most people in developed countries still fall short of even the minimum RDA, and that increasing magnesium intake can support better blood pressure, metabolism, and overall health. So if you've been taking magnesium for years and still feel tired, restless, or achy, maybe the real issue isn't what you're taking, but how much and in what form. Have you ever taken magnesium the right way and still felt nothing change? Comment below, "Me too," because next, we're diving into vitamin D3, and trust me, the truth there is even more surprising. If you're still watching, drop a quick comment below, "I'm still here," because what you're about to hear about vitamin D3 might hit closer to home than you think. Many adults over 60 take vitamin D3 exactly as recommended, 600 IU per day or 800 IU after age 70. It sounds reasonable, just enough to protect your bones, boost immunity, and lift your mood. But what most don't realize is this: that dose was only meant to prevent rickets. It was never designed to help you thrive. Recent studies show that older adults, especially those who lack sunlight or eat low-fat diets, are walking around with long-term D3 deficiencies without knowing it. And the symptoms, they don't show up overnight. It's the creeping fatigue, frequent colds, bone fragility, or mild depression, even if you've been taking your D3 every day. A landmark study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that at least 4,000 IU per day is often needed to raise blood levels into the optimal zone around 40 to 60 ng/ml, and it's considered safe when done correctly. But here's the hidden danger. Taking vitamin D3 alone without K2 can send calcium to the wrong places. Instead of going to your bones, it may settle in your arteries or soft tissues, leading to silent strokes, kidney stones, and high blood pressure. You think you're helping your body, but without K2, you could be directing calcium to your heart, not your bones. And there's another mistake few people talk about: taking D3 on an empty stomach without healthy fats. That severely limits absorption. Without olive oil, avocado, eggs, or massamas or nuts, much of your supplement may go to waste. So, if you've been taking D3 daily but still feel tired, achy, or frequently sick, maybe it's not the dose that's wrong, but the way you're using it. In the next section, we'll reveal the missing piece, vitamin K. But before we do, ask yourself, how many years have you taken the same dose, hoping for better results? You've been taking vitamin D3 every day. Maybe you've even increased the dosage based on the latest studies. But still, you feel tired, achy, or simply don't see the results you hoped for. What's missing? The answer is vitamin K2, a nutrient rarely discussed but absolutely critical. K2 isn't the main hero, but it holds the map. When you take calcium or D3, your body absorbs more calcium. But without K2, that calcium has no clear destination. And that's when the trouble begins. Calcium starts ending up in all the wrong places. Not in your bones, not in your teeth, but inside your arteries, soft tissues, even your kidneys. The consequences: arterial stiffness, high blood pressure, kidney stones, all creeping in silently, while you believe you're doing everything right. A study published in Osteoporosis International showed that taking 180 micrograms of K2 in the MK7 form daily for 3 years significantly improved bone density and slowed bone loss in postmenopausal women. Some research even shows that K2 enhances arterial flexibility, a critical factor in heart disease prevention. So why weren't we warned earlier? Because most older guidelines lump K2 together with K1, a vitamin that helps with blood clotting but has nothing to do with calcium transport. Here's what you must remember. D3 helps your body absorb calcium. K2 tells it where to go. Without K2, vitamin D3 and calcium can become a dangerous duo. You may have taken the right dose, consistently and carefully. But if you're missing this piece, your body could still be quietly building the wrong kind of deposits. In the next section, we'll discuss the timing, because even if your dosage is perfect, taking your supplements at the wrong time can undo everything you've worked for. Stay tuned. You may have chosen the right supplements, the right doses, and taken them consistently. But if you're taking them at the wrong time, all your effort might be wasted. This is one of the most common mistakes people over 60 make without realizing it. Most of us believe it's just a supplement. As long as I take it, I'm doing something good. But the truth is, timing matters more than you think. Magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 each have unique absorption requirements. If you take them at the wrong time or without the right food, most of the nutrients may simply pass through your body without being absorbed. For example, magnesium should be taken in 2 smaller doses morning and evening because your body absorbs it more effectively that way. And if you struggle with sleep, anxiety, or leg cramps, taking magnesium before bed can calm your nerves and help you rest better. Vitamin D3 and K2, on the other hand, are fat-soluble. If you take them on an empty stomach or just with water or plain soup, your body will absorb almost nothing. The best time is with the meal that contains healthy fats, such as olive oil, avocado, eggs, or nuts. Also, be careful about taking everything at once. Magnesium, calcium, zinc, and iron can compete with each other for absorption, especially in high doses. This can cause bloating, diarrhea, or simply poor nutrient uptake. It's best to separate them by a few hours. You may be faithfully taking your pills every day, but if the timing is off, your body may still be running on empty. That's why even with the perfect routine, you may still notice weak bones, loose teeth, poor sleep, fluctuating blood pressure, low energy, or brain fog. Don't let a small mistake in timing undo all your efforts. In the next section, we'll uncover something even more serious, dangerous supplement combinations that could silently harm your health, especially after age 60. You may have picked the right supplements, the right doses, even the right timing. But if you're combining them the wrong way, your body might still be suffering without your knowledge. This is one of the most overlooked dangers, especially for people over 60. Certain supplements, when taken together, cancel each other out or worse, quietly damage your health. One of the most common mistakes is taking high doses of vitamin D3 without pairing it with K2. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium, but it's K2 that tells that calcium where to go. Without K2, calcium can build up in the wrong places, your arteries, kidneys, and soft tissues, leading to stiff arteries, high blood pressure, or even kidney stones. Another mistake is taking magnesium and calcium at the same time. Yes, they're both essential for bones and muscles, but they compete for absorption in the gut. Taking them together reduces effectiveness and can cause bloating, diarrhea, or incomplete absorption. And it doesn't stop there. Magnesium taken with high doses of zinc or iron can interfere with each other's absorption. You may think you're getting enough, but your body could be starved without you knowing. These mistakes don't show up right away, but over months or years they build up. You start to notice your bones weakening. Your heartbeat feels off. Your kidneys feel overworked. Your blood pressure fluctuates for no clear reason. Ask yourself honestly, could you be taking the right supplement, but combining them in ways that slowly hurt you? If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment 1 below to let me know you're with me. And get ready, because in the next section, we'll uncover a question you may never have asked yourself. Are you actually absorbing these nutrients, or have you been deficient for years without realizing it? This may be the most uncomfortable truth of all, because even if you've picked the best supplements, taken the right dosages, and timed them correctly, your body might still not be absorbing them. That's right, you might be doing everything right and still falling short. Why? Because absorption is not guaranteed. Many older adults over 60 have a declining ability to absorb nutrients due to age-related changes in digestion, gut health, or even medications that interfere with absorption. You may be swallowing those pills every day, but your cells may not be receiving what they need. And you don't even realize it until symptoms begin to show. Have you been feeling more tired lately, even though your blood tests look normal? Are you experiencing muscle cramps, poor sleep, low mood, or brain fog even after months of supplements? These are often subtle signs that your body isn't absorbing magnesium, D3 or K2 effectively. For magnesium, signs of proper absorption include better sleep, regular bowel movements, reduced muscle tightness, and calm nerves. If you're still experiencing the opposite, your dosage or form might be wrong, or your gut isn't absorbing it. For D3, better mood, fewer colds, and improved energy are key indicators. But if you're still dragging through the day or your immune system feels weak, something may be off. K2 is even trickier. You might not feel anything wrong, but over time, if calcium isn't going to your bones, it could be hardening your arteries. Here's the takeaway. If you don't feel a difference after consistent use, don't just increase the dose blindly. Instead, question absorption. Ask your doctor about blood tests. Consider changing the form of your supplements to ones with better bioavailability. Review your food, your timing, and your combinations. Because the real danger isn't just taking the wrong thing, it's believing something is working when it's not. You think you're protected, but you're still vulnerable. And in the next part, we'll show you how to break that cycle with real, proven tips to make your magnesium. D3 and K2 work for your body, not against it. You've tried everything. You've chosen the right nutrients. Magnesium, vitamin D3 and K2, you've adjusted your dosage. You've watched the timing. You've even separated the combinations. But deep down, something still feels wrong. You're tired. You're stiff. Your sleep is broken. And worst of all, you don't know what else to change. Here's the truth. Most people don't hear sometimes. It's not about doing more, it's about doing smarter. Let's start with magnesium. Many older adults still take magnesium oxide because it's affordable, but it's poorly absorbed and often causes digestive discomfort. If you switch to magnesium glycinate or citrate, you may notice a real change. These forms are gentler on the stomach and far more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use them. Now for vitamin D3. If you've been taking it on an empty stomach or without any fat, your body might barely absorb it. D3 is fat-soluble. It needs dietary fat to be absorbed. That's why you should always take it with your largest meal, preferably one with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, eggs, or nuts. And don't forget, D3 needs magnesium to activate it inside your body. If magnesium is low, your D3 won't work properly, no matter how much you take. Then comes vitamin K2. Most people don't realize there are different forms, and MK7 is the one you want. It stays in the bloodstream longer, guiding calcium away from arteries and into bones. A dose of 100 to 200 micrograms per day taken with D3 has been shown to protect both bone and heart health. Together, these three nutrients work best when the form, timing, and pairing are all aligned. But if even one of them is off, your body pays the price. So before you increase your dose, change brands, or give up, ask yourself, are you using the right form? Are you taking them the right way? Fixing these small, overlooked mistakes could be the key that unlocks the results you've been waiting for. And in the next section, we'll show you how to track your progress so you know for sure whether your body is truly responding or still silently falling behind. You take your supplements faithfully every day. You've made changes to the timing, the dose, even the form. But a question keeps coming back to your mind. Is this actually working, or am I just wasting my time and money? That question isn't just frustrating, it's exhausting, especially if you're over 60 and your energy, your bones, your heart all feel like they're hanging in the balance. You deserve to know if the steps you're taking are actually helping. So here's how to track it the smart way. Start with magnesium. If your body is absorbing it properly, you'll feel calmer at night. You'll sleep more deeply. Muscle cramps will reduce. Bowel movements may become more regular. But if you still wake up at 3 a.m. with tight legs or a racing mind, something's wrong. It could be the wrong form, the wrong dose, or poor absorption. Now let's look at vitamin D3. It's harder to feel, but still possible. If it's working, your mood tends to lift, your immune system strengthens, and you get sick less often. If you constantly feel run down, anxious, or depressed, despite taking D3, chances are your levels are still low. A simple blood test for 25-hydroxyvitamin D can show whether you're in the optimal range, typically between 40 and 60 nanograms per milliliter. As for K2, it works quietly in the background. You won't feel it overnight, but over time, it protects your arteries and bones. Bone density scans and arterial stiffness tests can reveal whether your K2 regimen is really working. Even without tests, signs like better posture, reduced joint stiffness, or fewer calcium-related issues may give you clues. Here's the biggest danger: most people never check. They assume something is working just because they're taking it. And by the time symptoms show up like weak bones, irregular heartbeat, or kidney issues, it's too late. That's why testing and tracking matter. Ask your doctor for a few basic labs: vitamin D levels, serum or RBC magnesium, calcium, and kidney function. It doesn't take much, but it gives you power. It gives you clarity. Because once you know what your body truly needs, you stop guessing and you start healing. You've just learned that it's not enough to simply take magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2. The form matters, the timing matters, and most importantly, the way you combine them could either rebuild your health or quietly chip away at it. If you've been feeling frustrated, like you've done everything right but still don't feel the difference, you are not alone. So many people over 60 are stuck in the same place, feeling tired, aching, confused, not realizing their supplements may be working against each other instead of together. But it's not too late to make a change. One small adjustment today, switching your magnesium form, taking D3 with food, adding K2 could mean better sleep, stronger bones, and peace of mind in the months to come. And that's what you deserve. If this video helped clear something up for you, leave a comment below and type, "Now I know what to fix." It helps others know they're not alone, and it lets me know you're still here, learning, growing. And if you haven't already, subscribe now. We've got more videos coming soon with simple, science-backed ways to protect your body as you age. Because when you know better, you can feel better every single day.